This week on the Roadhouse Podcast, NFL Draft 2020.
Thank God Big Ben's starting next year.
Everything that you need to know. Next up, word of the week. Next up, whatever you seek. Let's get this show on the road.
Well, I think, dude, after freaking taking all those hits all the time, you gotta freaking fatten up a little bit.
Like a fucking bear, dude. Like, if you ever look at him, like, he's a big guy, but, like, also...
What else is there in this episode? Check out, check in, check a bunch of NFL Draft Discussion Roadhouse Podcast Special Edition.
You're going to have to wait and see. Listen, everybody.
Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft Discussion.
Let's get this show on the road. Roadhouse.
Enjoy the show.
Roadhouse.
What's cooking, Roadhouse Mafia? Welcome to the Roadhouse Podcast, most natural and unapologetic podcast in the world. I am your host, Roadhouse, and we are back from a long week vacation. We celebrate Russian Orthodox, so we celebrate Easter this last week, and it lasts a full week. A lot of drinking, a lot of hangovers, and hopefully a lot of praying because you're gonna need it. But I spent my week in Spokane, Washington, the Spokane, visited my in-laws. Lost about 36 hours of my life through blackouts. And the rest of the week, I just took it easy, to be honest. And then Thursday, we just chilled, got home, watched the NFL draft, had my boy Pablo. Had my boy Paul stop by and watch the draft. And he is joining me in studio currently to do a little draft recap. First off, Paul, what did you think about that first round, that draft? And what surprised you?
Oh, man, dude. Do you remember my text messages? Like I sent you about when the Raiders drafted Henry Ruggs? Holy fuck, dude. I exploded. Like, I don't, if nobody knows, but I was hoping that they would draft Jerry Jeudy, but or CeeDee Lamb. So when they said Henry Ruggs, dude, I was like, what the fuck are they doing?
It seemed like a lot of Raider fans were pretty hyped about it. And guys, I don't understand why you guys post like reaction videos to you guys are fucking bunch of dorks. This is my reaction video to Henry Ruggs. And it's like Henry Ruggs get drafted and they're like, yes, oh yeah, go Raiders. I'm like, dudes, relax, dude. He hasn't even played it down yet.
Yeah, my reaction video would have been terrible.
So that was with the 16th pick. They took Henry Ruggs. As for
the 12th pick.
That was the 12th pick they had. So the first pick is pretty obvious. Joe Burrow to the Bengals. And, I mean, the Bengals didn't have too bad of a draft. They still have A.J. Green over there. Burrow's coming in. He's going to be the starter.
My boy T. Higgins.
T. Higgins over there. That was a good pickup. And they got some linemen. They got a linebacker who was shoring up. But who the fuck is Zach Taylor? Zach Taylor, like, last year, do you think he was tanking on purpose or he was just a terrible coach?
Dude, I can't even think where Zach Taylor came from.
I just totally forgot where he came from.
I know he was what offensive coordinator?
Was it the Rams?
I want to say Vikings.
No, the Vikings was Stefanski, I thought, or that was their own coordinator. Stefanski's at the Browns now.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. Yeah, I don't know where.
But Zach Taylor, I feel like, and I could look this up, but whatever. I'm sure one of you guys will correct me. But I feel like he took, what the hell is his name? Green Bay's coach, LaFleur.
Yeah, he was from Tennessee, offensive coordinator.
LaFleur, dude. LaFleur, is that his name? LaFleur. How do you? So he goes to the Packers. The only reason why you go and coach, if you're going to be a first-year head coach, what better place to go than a place with an established future Hall of Famer quarterback, so you could kind of get a good winning record under your belt the first year, and then the audacity for Green Bay to trade up and pick Jordan Love blew my freaking mind. And I get it that Aaron Rodgers is kind of in the same position when they drafted him, when Brett Favre was still playing. Brett Favre was the same age as Aaron Rodgers is now. But, dude, you were just in the NFC finals last year.
Championship game.
Yeah, the NFC Championship game. I'm in NBA mode right now.
Yeah.
But in the NFC Championship game, you're one game away. And you guys were more like 5 games away because, dude, you guys were not beating the Packers were not beating the 49ers. I had a little bit of hope, but Aaron Rodgers had a pretty good year last year, numbers wise. But when you watched him play last year, he struggled a lot.
Yeah, I don't think their offensive line is as solid as what it used to be. But I mean, you look at his stats, dude. They're okay. Like, I think he threw 4 interceptions or 6 interceptions, which is good. But like,
he had four and
like yardage wise and touchdown wise, I think he only threw like 26 touchdowns. And it's like, that's not that good, dude. To get to a Super Bowl, you got to throw over 30 fucking touchdowns. Like, that's, you know.
At what point is Pat Mahomes going to just throw like 60 in a year?
I don't know, man. We'll see.
It's coming.
I still don't think Pat Mahomes is like Andy Reid is a fucking great coach. Like, I'm pretty sure he has a lot to do, and I don't think people realize that. So we'll see. I mean, obviously I could be wrong, but who knows? Like, Andy Reid retires, next year or something, and then Mahomes just goes through.
Or has a freaking heart attack, dude.
Like,
Andy Reid is so fat.
Look at Mahomes in college. I mean, I know he didn't have the greatest coaches, but still, like, he wasn't. I don't even know who the fuck Mahomes was in college, dude.
I remember watching the skills competition. When the moving targets and they have all the quarterbacks. Yeah. I remember watching Mahomes. That was like all I remember watching him play. Like, I don't remember that. I never watched that game where he threw like 10 touchdowns. Or was that game against Oklahoma?
I don't know. I've never watched him play in college. I think, who was it? Deshaun Watson the same year. I was loving Clemson that year. Who else?
Oh yeah, I was hard on. I had a hard on for Clemson that year also. Joe Burrow number 1. Chase Young went number 2. Redskins. Chase Young could have easily been. Oh, but back to the Bengals real quick. I think the Bengals did have a good draft. We got a good bunch of young pieces. AJ Green. Hopefully AJ.
Dude, I think
AJ Green's going to play like 5 games next year, dude. He's going to get hurt again. That guy cannot stay healthy.
I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure because
AJ Green, remember when he was just a boss? He was so good.
Well, AJ Green, he still has to sign his contract, right? So I don't know. They drafted T. Higgins. They're pretty much almost the same body. I don't know if the Cincinnati Bengals are going to sign AJ Green. I think they're just going to let him walk.
What are they just going to have T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd?
Yeah, I mean, I think with
John Ross. Is John Ross even in the league still?
Dude, I don't know.
Can that guy stay on the field? Is that Kevin White version 2?
John Ross, like, that was a part of like me not liking the Ruggs pick. It's just because like I like him. He's fast. He has a 42-inch vertical, but it's like with those small fast guys, it's like, dude, they can never stay healthy. It's like I don't want him to play like 5 games and then miss 7 games, bro. Like 7 games is a lot. That's, you could easily lose 7 games and then now you're out of the playoffs. So it's like it's dangerous with those guys. But John Ross, man, dude, who knows, man? He might play next year. He might. I think at the beginning of the year, like before he got hurt, he was actually tearing it up. I think the first game he had, like 2 touchdowns or something?
Yeah. And then everyone was like, in fantasy-wise, everyone was riding his dick after that.
I think I traded actually Deshaun for John Ross, and then I ended up dropping John Ross because he got hurt.
You traded Deshaun Watson?
No, Deshaun fucking Jackson.
Oh yeah, I remember that trade.
Yeah.
Deshaun
Jackson, where's that guy at, bro? I remember he got signed with Philly, and everyone's like, "Oh, Deshaun's back! Deshaun's back!"
And they got Rhaegar. He's pretty good. Rager Ragnarok. Rager from Ragnarok.
What is that? Vikings. You watch Vikings?
Yeah, so good.
No, I don't really like that show, but but I think that's the guy's name in there, Rhaegar. I watched season 1, and then season 2,
What the fuck are the Eagles doing? Did you see, who is it? Their GM or their owner was like, you don't want to, when he drafted Jalen Hurts, you don't want to miss out on the next Russell Wilson.
Bro,
Russell Wilson's like, I've said this before to Paul, but I think Russell Wilson, hands down, top 3 quarterback in the league. Best fourth quarter quarterback by far.
yeah,
Like it brings them back.
Russell's good.
Jalen Hurts ain't no Russell Wilson. Carson Wentz. This is what happened when y'all keep drafting these kids at a small school. Eagles gave up the freaking farm to go and trade up to get Carson Wentz to begin with.
Can you pull up Carson Wentz stats right fucking now? I remember looking at them last week.
2020 or 2019?
Last year's, yeah. And I was like, with the receivers he has, dude, he actually has some pretty good stats. Like, who's his receivers? Aguilar didn't even play.
Aguilar is so bad.
Dude.
How has he not been cut yet, dude? I don't understand.
He's with the Raiders.
He's with the Raiders? Well, Raiders love having wide receivers that can't hold on to the ball, dude. It's their hand. They just fucking drop them.
I just found out.
Amari Cooper drop king.
Ruggs. Guess his hand size. He actually has one of the biggest hand sizes at the combine.
Bigger than D-Hop?
I don't know.
D-Hop got some big ass mitts.
I don't know what D-Hop has. I know he does. He wears like triple XL gloves or something. But Ruggs, he has like 10 and an eighth, I think, inch hands. That's fucking huge, dude. Like I have like 9 and like, I don't know, like 9 and a quarter.
You got some Jameis Winston hands?
9 and a quarter or something. But
I have tiny hands.
Like Jerry Jeudy and CeeDee Lamb, they have like 9 and a quarter inch hands or 9.5 inch hands.
CeeDee Lamb is just a freaking stud, dude. He's so good. Pisses me off that he went to Dallas because I freaking cannot stand the Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb, do you think like, I don't know.
Wearing 88?
Well, hold on for that. Like CeeDee Lamb, like when you see him far away, what do you see? Do you see like, oh, that guy's a
Chris Johnson, Y2K. They look alike.
That's a pretty good looking guy. But then when you come up, you're like, huh. Things kind of like shifted a little bit. You know what I'm talking
50
about?
50-yard fake out, dude. It just gives you a hard jab step at the 50 and you fucking eat shit while you're in the end zone.
All I'm saying is like, he's kind of a weird looking guy, but.
You want to suck him off or what? Does it meet your standards? His girl. Give me that phone. Yeah, if you guys haven't
seen.
Trae
Young's ex.
Oh, yeah, and they both went to Oklahoma.
Oh, man.
You know, CD was banging her while, I bet CD and Trae were just freaking Eiffel Tower and just roasting the pig. Dude, you know how it goes.
Trae probably doesn't even give a fuck anymore. He's going to get through.
Trae Young's more concerned about his hair, dude.
I was going to say his $300 million contract he's going to sign next year or 2 years from now, but
and Luka's still gonna be better.
That's so fucking funny. I don't know why that guy has such thin hair.
I don't get it, man.
Just shave it already, dude.
Dude, he's gonna look okay. Like, not only is he gonna look like a penis, but he's gonna look like so weird if he's shaved his head bald.
Did you see that Ray Allen picture of him like growing out his hair? Like the reason
recently,
yeah.
I remember Ray Allen with hair when he was young.
So he was shaving his head because he has such a
what
bad
product is he using? Dude?
I don't know, but he shaves his head because he has such a bad hairline, and so now it was for some awareness, right? And so he grew out his hair, and man, dude, his hairline is so messed up. And I was like, I'm sorry, like I'm glad my hairline is not like that, you know.
Got guys with bad hairlines: Ray Allen, Stephen A. Smith. LeBron James.
Yeah. LeBron James. You ever see his hair? Like, it's not.
I saw his hair stuck to his freaking headband.
I was watching the finals replay, like the Golden State Warriors when they came back from 3-1 and beat it. Like, it's so weird. Like, his hairline, like, there's no hair, like, on the left side, but somehow there's still the line there. Like,
dude, because it just draws it on. It's like these Latina bitches that draw on their eyebrows.
Fake eyebrows.
He draws on his freaking fake hairline.
It's so weird looking, yeah. But
I'm slowly turning into a LeBron hater, dude.
Dude, I can never hate LeBron.
I like his game. But man, especially after watching this Last Dance doc, and we'll get to it. I want to keep talking about football.
Michael's just so much more of a boss.
Such an asshole. Yeah, such a fucking prick.
Dude, that's what champions are.
Oh, yeah.
You want your champions to be like that, dude.
Yes. And if you, he would just be like, hey, if you don't want to fucking practice, get the fuck out the gym. Come back tomorrow when you decide you want to play. Dude, fucking asshole. But you know what? You guys got 6 championships. That's what it takes. In the real world, no one owes you shit. Michael Jordan is gonna fucking put his cock up your ass and tell you to get the freaking rebound, Dennis. Dennis, go to Vegas, bang a bunch of trannies, get your head right, come back and let's win this ring.
Dude, I never knew how much of a weird guy Dennis. I mean, like everybody knows like he's a weird guy, but like
should be like a cat in here.
Like his personality wise and whatnot, like I feel like he's like really misunderstood. But I don't know. He's like it's weird because like
he was like, homeless when he was a kid.
Dude, like, did you see his 30 for 30? How he only started playing basketball like his junior year or something because he had a late growth spurt.
Yeah,
like he just fucking skyrocketed. I think he only played like junior or senior year or something, and then he went to college, and then I don't know, but it's like he was like not really
second round. He was like late second round.
Yeah, and it's like he's like wasn't even that good of a basketball player. It's just like his hustle was just unbelievable, you know. And it's like, fuck, dude, they won him, 5 championships? 2 with Detroit and 3 with the Bulls? Like, that's pretty amazing. Like,
and dated Carmen Electra in her prime.
And fucking Madonna.
Dude, you know he had a threesome with Madonna and freaking Carmen. Hey, you guys forget how hot Carmen Electra was back in the day.
Dave.
I jerked off to Carmen Electra, dude.
Dave Navarro. Do you remember their
Tommy Lee banging Pam Anderson? It was always like Carmen or Pam. Remember Carmen Electra in Scary Movie grabs the banana, freaking dumb bitch.
Dude, no, in Scary Movie, that part at the starting where the 2 blondes are watching the Ring movie.
And she farts, dude.
No, she doesn't fart. It turns on, then she was like, "Oh my God, turn it off." And she's like, "I can't. What's going on? It's upside down. Oh my God, what do we do? I don't know." So they run away. It's like the remote was upside down.
Dude.
I don't know. You got to watch it.
It's good. I love all those scary movies. Yeah. All those girls, you still act like that. Dude. All right. These are, I got Carson Wentz stats. So 9-7, 4,039 yards, 27 TDs, 7 interceptions.
Dude, for the
I mean, if you have over 4,000 yards, that's
a pretty good fucking career.
If you're a good quarterback, you should be getting 4,000 yards a year.
Unless you're Lamar, you get the extra 1,000 with your legs.
Unless you're freaking Jameis Winston, you get 5,030 interceptions. Dude. Jameis Winston backing up Drew Brees might be the best thing that's ever happened to him.
What do you think Jameis was thinking like towards the ending of the season?
Crab legs, dude. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here.
Like Dak Prescott was leading the NFL in passing yards, I think, the whole season. And I bet you anything, like, you know, Jameis Winston the last 2 games, he probably already has like 26 interceptions. And I bet you anything, like, he was like thinking, like, I'm going to do whatever it fucking takes to get this fucking passing yards title, you know?
Help me out with this contract situation.
Just throwing fucking picks left and right. And it's like, dude, like, do you not get it? Like, people don't want a quarterback that turns the ball over. Like,
you talking about Dak?
No, Jameis.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's the only reason he got the passing yards title is just because he didn't give a fuck.
And but Dak's like the complete opposite. Romo to Dez. Romo would just fucking, Dez, all right, I'm just going to throw it up 50-50. Go for it. Go get it. If anyone is like, Dak doesn't allow his receivers to make plays on the ball. Like, he'll always dump off or he'll do the safe route. That's why, dude, Dak Prescott is just a boring ass quarterback. I mean, I hate that whole division. But back to the Eagles, Carson Wentz can't get a freaking break, dude. He can't finish a season. He can't get out of like quarterback controversy talk. Him and Big Dick Nick. He has a smaller dick than a white guy. Everyone knows Nick Foles has just a dong on him.
Derek Carr as well. Dude, so many mock drafts, dude, Raiders with the quarterback. It's like, bro, like, I get it. Like you guys all fucking hate him, and you guys think Gruden hates him as well. It's like,
hey, Derek, how do I get this Wi-Fi to work?
Dude, that fucking clip was so fucking funny. The Bill O'Brien. It's like, oh, I don't know. They're telling me I'm doing a good job. You know, they're messing with all the picks.
Watch Derek Carr, Gruden just badass first half of the season. Derek Carr lighting it up. MVP in the MVP conversation. John Gruden trades his ass immediately. Lives with Mariota. And then makes a play for Jacob Lawrence, dude.
Lawrence. I don't know if I want that guy as my quarterback.
Dude, you could hype up. You could just call perfect games for Derek Carr, just boost that trade value. You know, Gruden doesn't want anything to do with Derek Carr. Carr brother. We saw what happened to David. Didn't last long.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, he had a pretty good season last year. Passing rating was good, whatnot. You know,
Cried.
offensive.
Remember when he cried?
That was 2 years ago, but offensively, like I think they were like 26 in touchdowns or points, whatever you want to call it.
Who was that against the cry game when he was just getting his ass fucking? He was getting sacked.
That was against the Broncos.
He was, dude. He was.
That he got sacked by what Gotsis? Is that his name? Gotsis? I don't think he's even on that team anymore. I think he's actually with Jacksonville, but I think he came up from behind him and put his huge fat dick in his ass.
Dude, and then Derek Carr cried. But I like so the Raiders.
Wait. No, I'm thinking of another. I'm thinking of when he broke his ribs. When he was crying, he broke his fucking ankle. And that was against the Colts. But that's a long time.
Speaking of the Colts, dude, they got
Jonathan Taylor.
I'm fucking pissed,
Thomas.
dude.
You remember Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
Yeah.
Fucking home improvement.
I like Jonathan Taylor. I was about to say Jonathan Thomas. Jonathan Taylor, I wanted him to go to Atlanta, but he's on the Colts. They got a wide receiver also.
I don't know. Pull up their draft board. But yeah, Jonathan Taylor's a stud, man. I don't get how these freaking mock drafts, I'm pretty sure these mock drafts are the reason why no running back, the 32 pick was a running back, but I feel like there should be some running backs in like 10 to 20, you know? But all these mock drafts had the running backs going like second round and whatnot. Dude, Jonathan Taylor had 2,000 yards for 3 fucking seasons. I mean, I think one was 1,900, but like that's fucking close enough. He's gonna fucking demolish people in the NFL.
Oh, Michael Pittman. They got Michael Pittman, Jonathan Taylor, Paris Campbell. Are you going to show up? Are you going to show up out of the slot or what?
But
that's his second year, right? This will be Paris' second year.
I don't know.
Hey, and shout out Greg Samarikov out there in Canada. Just another freaking doozy for your Bears. Who the hell do they draft? They have like 30 tight ends on the roster. You look at their tight end depth chart. There's literally like 10 tight ends on there. Gross.
Did they draft Cole Kmet? Is that who they drafted?
I don't know. I'll freaking get there.
I can't even remember the whole draft, dude. I didn't even drink this Easter too. Like I'm 2 months sober right now, and I can't even remember the draft.
But yeah, I like the Colts pickups. They had I fucking hate Eason. Eason's a freaking nerd.
He went to the Colts 6th round, right?
Yeah, he went to the Colts. And then they still have Brissett, and they brought in
Rivers. Dude, if you go look at
But Frank Reich's a good quarterback coach.
Yeah, but you go look at the Colts cap space, or their 2 top players, I believe, are Jacoby Brissett and Phillip Rivers. It's like, bro, you can't have 2 quarterbacks. I think 2 quarterbacks over 20 million. It's like, you got to drop one.
Chase Daniel just consistently is the Alex Moran of the league. Like he just gets like a 1 or 2 year backup deal every year for like 12 mil, 13 mil.
Last year when Trubisky got hurt and he started for the Raiders, like it was funny because like a lot of like analysts and a lot of fans were like, "Oh no, we like."
And the Raiders won.
Yeah, they're like, we like Chase Daniels. Like, we actually want him to be the starter and all this kind of stuff. And then he lost. I'm pretty sure Chase Daniels he was getting that praise, and he was like, "Oh fuck, I better suck this game so I could be a backup again." You know, like he doesn't want to be a fucking starter, dude. Alex Moran all day.
No, you would be the Bears. You wouldn't. Okay, Minnesota. Did Minnesota have the most picks in the draft?
No, Miami Dolphins.
Okay, I was like looking at all Minnesota's picks. It just freaking kept going. There's the project manager of the job that I'm on. Today I had a production meeting with him, and I was like, "Hey, so it's been a week since the draft. You get any calls yet from teams that need a tackle?" This guy's huge. This guy's like 6'4", maybe like 320, just a tank, a mountain from Game of Thrones. But yeah, he said no one called him.
Dude. What's that guy, Louisville guy? Beckton? Whatever that guy's name is. Dude, that guy's fucking 6'7", dude. 6'7", like 200 or 300 something. Like imagine that guy.
That's is that who the Buccaneers got?
No, the Jets, I believe.
The Jets.
But I mean, imagine that guy like rolling out, dude, and you're freaking strong safety coming up to make that play. Dude, that guy's gonna light you up. 6'7".
Yeah.
Like you're not escaping that. He probably has such a huge fucking reach. Just one arm, dude,
Blitzing safety and just get wrecked, dude.
Just tackle, dude. Do you ever see how like those linemen they go and like try to cut like smaller defensive backs? So it's like, bro, you're fucking like 6'5". If you try to like cut somebody, you're just gonna end up tackling them.
Yeah, seriously. Redskins took Chase Young, 2nd round. The Redskins are probably going to get last place in that division. Drew Haskins, we'll see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
If Drew Haskins has a shitty year, I didn't like Drew Haskins to begin with going in.
What are you saying? Drew Haskins? Dwayne Haskins?
Dwayne, I know a guy named Drew Haskins.
Bro, he's black, dude. Dwayne.
No, I literally know a guy named Drew Haskins. So I don't know where that came from, but
I guess Drew is. You can say that's a black name too.
Nah, the total white guy named Andrew. Dude. But Chase Young could have been first pick. 3rd pick, Jeff Okudah, going to just a shit organization. I mean, good luck over there. Andrew Thomas, Giants shoring up that line. I think they took 2 tackles with their first couple picks.
Yeah, this Andrew Thomas pick, everybody actually thought it was a surprise. Just because that wasn't like the number 1 tackle prospect.
And the Browns got this
dude,
tackle.
I hate these fucking like analysts and these mock drafts people. Like, dude, we know who you guys like, but this is like an organization. Like they made the decision to draft this player, you know? Like it's their own research versus your fucking knowledge.
Especially when these analysts do mock drafts and then you try to pretend these fake trade scenarios, it pisses me off.
Dude, I get so worked up over mock.
Did you talk to someone? Like, did the Raiders GM just magically decide I'm going to tell this dirtbag that we're going to possibly make a trade? That is so stupid when they try to mock draft. Oh, we're going to trade the 3rd pick. Oh, yeah, you're going to trade the 3rd pick for who?
Yeah, and like one of them was like, Miami's going to trade up to the Detroit Lions to select a tackle. It's like, bro, they're not going to fucking trade up. Everybody knows that Lions are going to take Okudah. Like, you're going to get your fucking pick at a quarterback. But did you see that article about the Chargers freaking GM? Dude.
No, but let's talk Chargers. But go on.
You want to talk Chargers?
Well, you keep on with that GM, and I'll
so the GM, it was an article I read, and he was like, man, I really believe the rumors. I thought the Dolphins were actually going to go up and draft a tackle at 3, so then they can get Tua at 6. But the Dolphins selected Tua, and I guess the Chargers wanted Tua. Like, I mean, like after they drafted Herbert,
I think they all wanted Tua, dude. I think,
but like, hold on, like after they drafted Justin Herbert, like he went out and said that, like, you know, they got like in an article, was like, bro, what do you think that does to your fucking quarterback that you just drafted? Like, oh, they wanted Tua instead of me. Like, fuck you guys, dude. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Justin Herbert's parents put out, you know, like when you're in like elementary school and middle school, you fill out those papers that are like, what do you want to do when you grow up? Like your favorite sports, those questionnaires. And he was like, I'm going to be a pro football player. My first sport, football. And then he did another one a couple of years later. And they're like, what's your favorite sports team to watch? And it was the Chargers from 2010. It was the Chargers. And I graduated high school in 2010. So I'm that much older than Herbert. But yeah, I'd be a little butthurt, dude. Even though I think Justin Herbert's in the best situation out of all the quarterbacks. Joe Burrow was clearly number 1. There's 1A, 2 was 1B. There's a big drop off between those 2 and Herbert. Herbert holds the spot for the 3rd best quarterback in this draft, but the talent difference between Herbert, Tua, and Burrows.
But Tua, man, his arm, the golden arm, bro. Dude, I don't know.
The Samoan tsunami.
Yeah, I kind of like what the Miami Dolphins are doing. I don't like Van Noy that's signing. I don't think he's a good player at all.
Van Noy is just there because Brian Flores.
Yeah, he's a Bill Belichick guy. You know, he's only going to be good in his system. But I mean, Miami Dolphins, they're making moves, bro. You know, Patriots, I don't think they're going to win the division. Buffalo is probably.
I think
they're probably most poised to get
Bill
that.
Belichick just reaches through this mic and slaps the shit out of me like, hold my beer, dude. Never. But is Stidham the guy?
What was that?
Is Stidham gonna be the guy for Bill?
I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see where Cam Newton goes.
Dude, do you think Bill Belichick wants to deal with
What if?
Cam Newton's cross-dressing ass, dude?
What if?
Cam Newton can't dress like a grandma if he goes to New
their
England.
offense just goes full-blown Lamar mode? Both Cam Newton. Can Cam survive?
No.
No.
There's been no proof of that. He's been breaking down, man. And just those big boys, dude, takes longer to recover. Like Big Ben was the same way. Big Ben was freaking hard to bring down, and now he's just...
Dude,
Big Ben's going to get smashed. He's going to get hurt again. He's going to get hurt again next year.
Big Ben's been getting smashed, bro. Like, he's been taking some fucking hits. Like, he stays in the pocket. And, I mean, well, he has to. He can't fucking move. He's so fat.
Yeah, fat.
But I remember, like, it was a Baltimore versus Pittsburgh, man. And Ray Lewis, I think they blitzed him. Or maybe it was Suggs. But, man, they just straight to the back blindsided him. It's just the worst hit, dude, I ever seen on a quarterback. But, I mean, he got up just fine.
You know who's hurting? He ain't no bitch. What position is Isaiah Simmons going to play this year?
Outside linebacker.
You think outside linebacker?
Oh, yeah. He's probably going to play that strong side.
Put him at strong safety, dude.
No, dude. He's probably going to play that strong side.
He's so good.
Strong side linebacker or weak side linebacker. He's going to be a fucking tackling machine, bro.
He's probably a top 3 player in this whole draft.
Like,
He's that good. He can play... Besides corner,
who else is Cardinals linebackers? Buchanan?
I think
he had I want to say he had the most tackles in the NFL last year or something like that. I could just be totally full of shit. I don't know, but Buchanan, that sounds right.
Cardinals made some moves, dude, working on their defense. DeAndre Hopkins. They got Kyler Murray.
Kenyon Drake.
Dude. I've been on Kenyon Drake for so long.
I remember last year, fantasy football, fucking Kenyon Drake gets traded to the Cardinals, and I already knew like what Rhodey was thinking. I fucking snagged that fucking waiver wire pickup,
dude.
And then he texts me like, "Oh yeah, I wanted to pick him up too."
I was waiting for it, dude. I think I'm not really a fan of Kingsbury X. I want to see what he does in year 2.
I
have a feeling he's gonna throw that thing around the wall. There's gonna be some option toss. I think he's gonna play around with that offense.
Yeah, I think he did better than what most people thought he was going to do. I mean, at least I thought he was going to do a lot worse. I thought Kyler was going to do a lot worse, but Kyler's a fucking baller.
Beat my Falcons, dude.
Yeah, he's a little baller. He's small.
He's like wee man.
Yeah.
He's like he's a wee man.
He is a wee man in the NFL. Like he looks like a child running around.
But he balls out. Like he's not scared. You can see like I'm here.
Yeah, he has balls, dude.
You know he wants to play football. He wants to prove people wrong. So that's what I like about Kyler. I am actually a fan of Kyler Murray. I hope he does good.
Yeah, I was never a fan.
He's got a freaking rocket, dude. He's got his arm. He's got a rocket.
That fucking game where he just threw those long ass bombs to Christian Kirk. I was up on FanDuel. I was playing FanDuel. I was up like $5 fucking grand, and I chose Larry Fitzgerald instead of Christian Kirk. The people that
Christian Kirk was probably cheaper.
And like it was almost halftime. It was like 3 minutes left in a halftime or 5 minutes. And Larry Fitzgerald had most of the receiving yards. And I was up like $5 grand. And then out of nowhere, Kyler Murray, Christian Kirk, like 70-yard touchdown. Like, what the fuck? Go all the way down to 0. And then like the next possession, they stop on defense and they get the ball back. Again, like a 65-yard touchdown. I was like, what the fuck, dude? They're really like...
I remember that game, dude.
I was so mad. Like, I want $5 grand, dude. Like, imagine $5 grand. Not worrying about shit for a while.
For like a month.
Dude, more than that, like 4 months.
4 months.
If you live with your parents.
Yeah. That's the move. You just throw it in the account.
Just let us sit there.
Oh yeah, Jets did get Mackie Becton. Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is Syndrome from freaking Incredibles.
Dude, Sam Darnold, he is might be the
your spirit animal.
No. He might be the ugliest motherfucker in the world. I think so. But that's John's boy. I don't know why he sees in him.
John's boy is
John
Darnold.
USC.
I thought Darnold was gonna have a good year last year.
Dude,
then he made out with some swamp monsters that gave him the mono.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone says the Jets line is so bad, But I think Sam Darnold's pretty fucking bad too. I don't know. That whole offense sucks. Le'Veon Bell, come on, bro. I drafted you in the fucking first round, and
Dude, Jets are just one of those franchises where you go to die.
do you remember Le'Veon Bell? Like 1,300 rushing yards, like 700 receiving yards.
Like when he was getting caught smoking weed, Le'Veon Bell, and then he comes off that four-game and just balls, dude, and still finishes top 5.
Dude.
That's the Le'Veon Bell I want back, dude.
Oh, man. I missed that Le'Veon. I drafted Le'Veon fucking last year. It's
I ain't
terrible.
touching him. I ain't touching him.
I don't want him either.
There's a bunch of guys that just ain't.
Josh Jacobs.
Oh, Josh Jacobs up there. Josh Jacobs baller. I'll pick up Gurley in like the 4th.
Yards after contact. Dude, I picked up Gurley in the 2nd round last year, and yeah, it did. Yeah, it wasn't good.
Dude, you know Atlanta's just going to ride him. Atlanta's just going to ride him.
Dude,
They got a 1 year. They're just going to give him hella carries until he breaks down. I think Atlanta's going to break Gurley this year.
Yeah, I don't fucking believe these reports. Like, I know the Rams dropped him. Like, the Rams didn't just drop him.
You don't just pay him all that money, because you're still paying him right now.
Yeah, and then you drop him, and then it's like, what does that say about his knee? But it's like, I don't know. I watched him play last year. There was bursts where he like had 30-yard gains and whatnot. I was like, he looks good, you know. The overall the Rams offense was just terrible last year. Jared Goff was fucking terrible last year.
Jared Goff,
you know, like their whole offense was bad.
Sean McVay shit the bed last year,
dude.
That just shows how hard it is because you're the 2nd place team in the nation. So when you go into every stadium, they're like, oh, let's go fuck these guys up.
To be like a good team, like from every year, you got to really fucking plan your next move. Like, I think McVay was just looking for that Super Bowl and not beyond that, you know?
And who do they pick up? Running back?
Cam Akers. He's a baller. It's so funny how they were like, oh yeah, we're in rebuilding mode. Bro, you don't have fucking a first rounder the next 2 years. Like, how the fuck are you guys in a rebuilding mode?
It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
AJ Dillon, dude, the Packers Dude, and we go back to the Packers, but you trade up to get a quarterback that he's not going to play. He's not playing for the next 2 years unless you trade Rodgers. Jordan Love is not beating out Aaron Rodgers the next 2 years, and then you reach for AJ Dillon. Like, okay, this is a contract year for Aaron Jones, but AJ Dillon's not taking his job. And then they got that tight end who is also a reach. Like, they hate Aaron Rodgers. The Packers hate Aaron. Aaron Rodgers probably an asshole. That's what they probably hate dealing with him. But hey, that guy Aaron Rodgers has put asses in seats in Green Bay for many years for them to treat him like shit, dude.
He porn stash Rodgers, man. I drafted
Flowers Danica.
Yeah. I drafted him.
They rub crystals all over their body because Danica's a little crystal freak.
4th round last year. Did not disappoint, bro.
Who?
Rodgers, 4th round. QB selection.
In the 4th?
4th or 5th. Maybe. I don't know. That was in your league. I didn't even pay attention to your league.
Are we going to... Is anyone getting kicked out of your league? We running that back? We kicking some people out?
Yeah, I think I'm going to do the same thing as last year.
Some chodes in there.
Wait till the last month and then get my Snapchat back again.
That's the move. Dude, I like when you go on your sobriety binges.
And then come back so fucking hard.
You come back hard. But then when you go on like sobriety binges, you go on like social media, like ghost mode. How LeBron goes zero dark LeBron. Dude, you go zero dark Snapchat.
It really sucks. Like,
no, deleting Snapchat does not suck. I want to delete that shit too.
Yeah, like I never thought Snapchat was like a annoyance in my life or whatnot. But it's like you're not thinking when you're about to delete Snapchat. So when I deleted Snapchat, I was like, all right, I don't want to see people fucking drinking and whatnot, this and that. So that part's nice. But then it's like, I didn't realize how much I use Snapchat as like communicating with people. I fucking snap or text on Snapchat so much.
I snap text on Snapchat more than...
I don't even have people's numbers. I have their Snapchat user fucking names. And it's like, I deleted my Snapchat and it been past 30 days so that now it's officially deleted.
And people like try to hit you up and they're like, they don't have your number because they don't have your Snapchat. Dude, I try to snap you all the time and I like scroll down and look for you. I'm like, oh, that's right.
Pending. What is this? This guy fucking blocked me? You know?
Yeah, I blocked you, bitch. Dude, you're annoying as shit.
No, but yeah, it sucks. Like
I have hella people blocked on Snapchat.
I don't even know who to like text because it's like I don't have no one's numbers. You know, it's funny. I have like over 200 contacts, but you look at them, they're like a bunch of high school like Mexicans. I'm like, what the fuck? I need to clean this shit up, dude.
Just all your friends that you don't talk to anymore.
Yeah.
I have so many contacts on my phone that I'm like scrolling. I'm like, why do I have these? I'm never gonna call this person.
Dude, I honestly think
I've got hella dead people in my contacts too. That's weird. When you scroll past their names, that's weird.
yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about like since I deleted my Snapchat, like I'm thinking I'm just gonna delete my whole fucking address book, like except like
You can be one of those people on Twitter that have like a fuckload of followers, but following 0. That's Skip Bayless. I think Skip Bayless follows nobody.
That asshole.
Skip Bayless.
Dude, Skip Bayless, man. Him and Shannon, he was so fucking happy that the Cowboys got CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, I didn't see any of it. I got so annoyed of Skip. I just stopped because I used to always listen to their podcast.
Yeah.
And I just like Skip Bayless, like I've been listening to I listened to the First Take and then I listened to Undisputed, but I haven't listened to Undisputed since this whole Corona thing started because something hit a nerve with me with Skip Bayless that he's just such a tool I couldn't do anymore.
Yeah, dude, Skip and Shannon, man. Those two motherfuckers, man. Like, I've never wanted to punch like both of them like so bad. Like
Skip Bayless is all an act, dude. He's 100% all an act. He knows.
Yeah,
dude. When you talk sports, Packers and Cowboys just ratings like crazy. Whenever you talk Packers and Cowboys, it boosts your show's ratings. So Skip Bayless has been in the journalism game for a long time. Not a dumb man, dude. He took this angle of I'm going to be this Cowboy loving, LeBron hater, MJ dick writer, and it's worked out for him. But I mean, at the end of the day, I really think that Skip Bayless is a fraud, but he's an entertainer.
Yeah,
nonetheless.
I think he's a huge pussy, dude.
I could beat his ass, dude.
Yeah, he's like
I ain't scared of you, Grandpa. I'll smack the shit out of you.
Skinny old white man, dude.
Shannon Sharp could literally just fuck Skip Bayless if he wanted to. Like Skip Bayless just says one dumb thing. Shannon Sharp could just walk around that table calmly, grab Skip, and fuck him.
Dude, I want to see Shannon
dude, easy.
Grab Skip by the neck and just slam his head in the desk.
That's aggressive. Hey, and these are hypothetical. We don't wish that would happen, but I mean, it'd be pretty funny.
How old
if
is
it
Shannon?
did.
He's like 46.
50. I think he's 50.
Dude,
he was a stud, dude.
You know how tall he is?
I remember playing with Shannon Sharp in like 98.
He's 6'2", bro.
6'2".
That's pretty short.
Sterling was freaking good. Those guys were good.
Sterling, South Carolina. Brian Edwards, my boy. Drafted by the Raiders.
We're talking about social media. I hate social media so much. So on the social media term, like I can't stand social media so much. And speaking of like, I can't stand dudes who go out of their way to tell gossip to girls. I don't trust those guys at all. You know those guys, like, you tell them, like, you're friends with them, but you're not, like, really good friends with them, and then you'll, like, tell them something, and then they'll go tell, like, all these girls just to be, like, bunch of bitches, dude. I can't stand those guys. Never trust a man that goes and tells gossip with women. Dude, you don't do that.
I never noticed how dangerous Twitter was. It's like, dude, I don't even have a Twitter account, but I'm always on fucking Twitter, like, looking at sports stuff.
Oh,
like,
dude, Twitter is so hostile. I think it's some, like, super low percentage. I think it
I don't know, but like every time I'm on Twitter and I see all these comments, it makes me want to create a damn account. Like I had that thought in my head. Probably
everybody has burner accounts, dude.
Like I know I want to make a burner account because there's so much freaking idiots on there.
Dude,
so much idiots.
People say the dumbest shit. Okay, I actually had this in that I want to talk about. Someone posted. They're like, create a team to beat this team. And it was like LeBron, Jordan, Magic Johnson. Who the hell was it?
You ever hear Magic talk about Michael Jordan?
Yeah, it probably sucked him off, dude.
He's in love with Michael Jordan.
Yeah, well, Magic was gay, so.
So in love with him. Like every time I hear him, it's like, oh, Michael, he's the best. He's the best.
I got an argument. So what pisses me off the most about NBA Twitter, and I got a love-hate relationship with NBA Twitter because some of the people on there, all you guys have avatars of other men. Like, one, I can't stand when people, like, put like an avatar of like, I'm a Steph Curry dick rider. Put your face on it. They say the dumbest shit. I got an argument with people. So where the hell?
Dude, so I got my iPhone XR from work, my work phone.
How do you like it?
Dude, first reaction, I hate that notch at the top so bad. It's so annoying.
What notch?
The screen notch. You know
the XR. I have the XS, so I don't.
I don't know the screen notch. There's like a huge, like a chunk missing out of it for the front facing camera and speaker. I don't like that. But the funny thing is like,
so the
yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Mine's just flat.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm just saying like I hate how it's missing the screen.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. I got you.
I don't know. It just you could say I'm just used to my phone. But anyways,
been a Samsung dude.
What's up with Apple trying to change up like the phone standards of how to turn off a fucking phone? It's like I went to turn off.
Dude.
I went to turn off my new work phone, and it's like Siri kept asking me like what I want. I'm like, bitch, like stop fucking barking and make me turn off my damn phone.
Dude, I had no idea how to turn this phone off for the longest time, or reset it and shit. I'm like, I still don't know a bunch of stuff.
Dude, it's funny. Like I looked up I had to fucking Google it, and it was like hold power button, and then hold down button, and it's like, why the fuck do you guys call it the power button if it turns on Siri? Like, makes no fucking sense, dude.
And Siri, that bitch is listening at all times, dude.
Dude.
That bitch is sketch.
Hey, Siri.
Don't do it. So on Twitter, someone posted a picture of a starting five, and they're like, create a team that would beat this team. And it was Magic Johnson, LeBron, Michael Jordan, Wilt Chamberlain, and Larry Bird. And I saw all these chodes like putting Steph Curry, like my point guard. If I had a team that make it, I want Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway was before the injuries, so good, and he was 6'7". Magic Johnson is 6'9". Dude, is Steph Curry gonna guard Magic Johnson? Steph Curry can't guard anyone his own size. Johnson.
What about Rashid?
No, that's all time.
I was thinking about it. I've been thinking about it the last 2 weeks, like because like there's been on like a lot of 30 for 30s, a lot of replays and whatnot. Yesterday was Detroit versus LA. Detroit fucking stomped on the Lakers.
I've seen all those games. They were the bad boys. I love the bad boys, dude.
They were so good, and that just like I was like, oh fuck, Rashid, his missing hair, his little hair patch. And then that just reminded me of the
Chauncey, Rip Hamilton, freaking dude. That team was so good, and they weren't like they just played as a team and D'd the fuck down. Ben Wallace,
they did play as a team. They were good, but like Rashid, man, where I was going with this is, remember the Jailblazers, dude. Like Rashid, like at the time, I didn't know like how much I liked him, but like thinking about it, like
Rashid,
dude, I loved him so much. Like it was funny. I just looked at his Wikipedia page, and it's like. One season he had like 80 technical fouls, and it was like every other game or something like that he got a technical foul, and like Scottie Pippen was like, yeah, dude, he was getting so much technical fouls, like I had to start getting technical fouls just so like rest would lay off of him.
Yeah, dude.
But like Rashid, he's like that guy that like you're the guy that your dad hates, like always in trouble and whatnot, and then
never let his daughter date.
Yeah, as like a youth and revolt, you love that bad boy,
dude.
Rashid's a fucking.
I've been to many games when I was younger. I've seen Rashid get teed up like so many games. But the Blazers that year, like Bonzi would always get teed up. Like Rashid always got teed up.
Bonzi was so fucking skinny. Like I just watched the LA versus Portland Western Conference Finals.
Oh, dude, that makes my heart hurt.
Not a good day, but like,
Game 7?
I didn't remember how skinny Bonzi was. Dude, Bonzi was like a shooting guard, and then he transformed into a small forward, dude. He's not that tall.
No, he's like 6'5".
I think he's smaller than that. I don't know. I can't. Okay. Don't call me on basketball because I'm not a huge basketball, but I know a little bit.
How about this? Charles Barkley was 6'4" power forward.
Dude, Charles.
That's insane. That's like Andy Avi being a
Prince Charles, man, dude. I love Charles Barkley.
6'4" though, like in the old school days, and he's just banging with those trees down there. Like you got to be freaking good to do that. Like that's so impressive what Charles Barkley did in his pro career.
I don't know. We were like freaking like 5-6 years old when he was playing.
Oh, yeah.
Like I don't really remember him at all. Dude, like I hardly remember Jordan. I just remember every kid in the 90s was a Bulls fan.
Okay, so yeah, you know Jordan so much. Jordan literally made every other Hall of Famer of his era irrelevant. When Jordan was playing, dude, no one else mattered. Like
Isaiah Thomas, fucking nobody talks about Isaiah Thomas.
Nobody. And Isaiah Thomas was like very good. Clyde Drexler, so good. I asked my wife, I was like, do you know who Clyde the Glide is? No. But everyone, like Michael Jordan, literally, all those badass, he played with a lot of badasses in the league. Michael Jordan was just the cream of the freaking cream, dude. But he literally made people forget about all those other studs that came out of that era because Michael Jordan was just that beast.
Dude, he's fun to watch, dude. Like watching the Last Dance, just like he's a good overall basketball player, but then there's those times where he has the 101 and he has that old school dribble, through the legs and whatnot.
He's so quick.
Dude, I love.
He's so fast, dude.
Do you read that article where
ran a 4.3?
Yeah, 4.34. That's fucking fast.
6'6", 4.3.
I mean, I bet like him fucking the free throw dunk, dude. He's fucking probably
he's an alien,
dude. Joined full cheetah mode.
Yeah, and guys, we're talking about the Last Dance documentary on ESPN. I think they just did episodes 3 and 4. Comes out every Sunday. If you guys haven't checked it out, and if you grew up under a freaking Patrick Starr's house and you don't know who Michael Jordan is, watch this.
No, this is Patrick.
Oh, this is Patrick. That after Jordan's second year in the playoffs, when they got an 8 seed, like Jordan was hurt the whole year, or pretty much the whole year, and came back for like the last few games and got him into the playoffs as the 8 seed. They ended up losing to Boston in the first round. Boston was the 1 seed, but he drops 49 on him in game 1, and then goes golfing with Danny Ainge the next day. Like, yeah. Dude, what would you prefer? Like, you go golfing with guys from the other team that you're gonna play, and then after they got done golfing, Jordan was like to Danny Ainge, he's like, "Hey, Danny, tell your boy DJ I got something for him. Got something for him tomorrow." And DJ's their best defender, Dennis Johnson, and Jordan comes off a 49-point game and then follows it up with the 63, 64.
Something like that, yeah.
But that Larry Bird, like, if you guys don't know who Larry freaking legend is, Larry Bird is one of my favorite players.
Dude, Larry Bird, I always thought, I never watched Larry Bird play because, we're still young and whatnot.
Because you like your basketball players black.
Yeah. But no, like, watching, like, the 30 for 30s, like, that's the only good thing, like, the coronavirus is doing. Like, it's replaying all these, like, historic games, historic moments in sports history, and it's like watching Larry Bird play. Like, he is a freaking goofy looking white guy, but man, dude, he is such a baller. Like, so many people respect him,
dude. Larry Bird he was a shit talker too, and before Jordan came, everyone was obsessed with Larry and Magic.
Yeah,
Larry was so good. He would just talk shit to the bench. Like, he's like, "Watch me hit this 3 off the bank. You get the pass."
Dude, yeah, there's that pass where
they made a bet during the game. What
was that? It was in the playoffs, and he's like, "You better guard me" or something. And like the guy didn't guard him right away. Gets it, 3-point, wins the game. He's like, "I told you to guard me." It's like, fuck, dude. Like calling somebody out like that and actually winning a game.
Yeah, and this is stud Larry Bird. And then when Michael Jordan went and followed up a 49 piece with a 63 piece, Larry Bird was like, "That wasn't Michael Jordan that we played. That was God disguised as Michael Jordan." But dude, hey guys, just go back to like game 2. What was it, like 89? Was that 89? 89 playoffs, dude. 1989. Watch that game when Jordan dropped 63. Like, the whole Celtics team, they all took turns guarding him. Luke and Bill Walton out there bitching everyone out. That hippie, dude. I heard stories of people that went and partied with
Senior?
Bill Walton Sr. About people who went and partied at Bill Walton's house when he lived in Portland and stuff.
Did you see Bill Walton when he was in Portland? He looked like that white guy that's just straight up on heroin,
No, he looked full hippie that played basketball.
Hippie.
So good, but so out of place. He was so out of place.
He has that headband, long hair, bro.
Did he know he's probably hanging out with the Beatles,
doing
taking
some fucking
acid.
heroin. All right, I'll take that back.
Yeah,
They're doing fucking acid.
For sure, acid. So Dennis Rodman, and you know, like all these Bulls guys, they weren't like friends.
Oh no,
Like
Scottie Pippen fucking hated Dennis Rodman, and then I actually just watched this was like recently a interview with them too, and like Scottie Pippen, like now he has like so much respect for Dennis because I don't think he understood who he was as a person. Like he's a shy guy. Like people don't know that Dennis Rodman's a shy guy. He just, people perceive him as a bad guy. So he's just like, he's not that smart. So he's like, I'm going to be a bad guy, be the worst guy.
Yeah, you hear Isaiah Thomas talk about Dennis Rodman when he played for the Pistons. He's like, dude, he was this good kid, didn't drink or anything. And then, when them Hollywood elites,
dude, did you?
When the elites and the Bulls were already the number one team and they went and picked up Rodman. Rodman just went crazy.
Did you see his when he got Defensive Player of the Year? That his speech, he was speechless, and he started crying in front of everybody. And I think he fist pounded or something like that. And he's like, I wanted it so bad. And then they came and they got him off the stage. Like, dude, that's like you could tell how much how hard he worked for that. And
he could truly guard 5 positions,
dude. Like
stud. Got every rebound, just piss you off like all game. Imagine you had to deal with Dennis Rodman just probably grabbing your cock half the game, dude, pulling your shorts down.
So many people probably hated him. Like
many.
This guy's not even a basketball player, dude. Like, yeah, he's tall and whatnot, but
dude, imagine those guys that were like every time they had to go to the Motor City to play the bad boys. Like good chances it's going to end up in a fist fight at some point in the game. And back in those days, there was fist fights all the time in the NBA, dude. Those guys did not.
Jackie Moon.
Hey, I'm open. Scottie Pippen. When you signed that terrible contract, dude.
Dude, he
7 years, 18 mil. He had like 12 kids in his family with 2 people in wheelchairs.
He had to hook up the brothers, dude. I mean, can you imagine if you had a huge family, dude? Like you want to get that contract so you can help out.
You know the owner of the Bulls? Well, Deerdorf is such a sleaze bag, dude. Every time he would talk, he's like, I told Pippen not to sign the contract. And he's like, if you sign it, don't come back bitching about it later. And then Pippen came back bitching about it later, dude. And it's so embarrassing. That. Okay, and at the end of the day, Pippen ended up making more money than Jordan. Solely basketball. Not because Jordan by far has more money now. But solely basketball contracts, Pippen ended up making more money throughout his career than Jordan. But yeah, Pippen, you signed a 7-year. Play out your contract, dude. You holding out that last year. You know what? Pippen's probably the reason why I didn't get a couple more years to Jordan. Jordan tried so hard going for that 6th.
I didn't even realize this. Did you know that Pippen, before he came to Portland, he was the Rockets?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. And then I think he went back to the Rockets for a year and then retired.
Yeah.
We got Pippen. Pippen was 33 when we had him. Still had a pretty good year.
Bro.
Got us this freaking...
I think I was 9. Or, no, I was probably older. 12. Yeah, I don't even know, dude. That was a long time ago.
I had a Pippen jersey. Pippen Blazer jersey when I was younger.
Damon Stoudemire.
Mighty Mouse.
Dude, Damian Lillard, so much fucking better than Damon Stoudemire.
Yeah. Damian Lillard is so good. I think this offseason, the Blazers need to call Brandon Roy and check up to see if he got those robo knees installed yet.
Dude, Brandon Roy.
He's still one of my favorite players of all time, dude.
Yeah, dude, he was so good. What was it, his rookie year or was it his second year that he broke out?
He got Rookie of the Year.
Man,
dude, he was good right when he got into the league. Rookie of the Year, and he got better. Brandon Roy was 6'6". He could cross you up, throw it down on you, hit the 3. His game was just nice, dude. He could literally control the whole tempo of the game. If we want to run, or I could just slow it down, play some half court basketball, and I'll still drop buckets on you, dude. He was so good. But they had knee concerns coming into the pros. He already had knee problems at UW.
Dude, what a shame.
So depressing,
what
dude.
What a shame. Brandon Roy.
Grant Hill. Grant Hill was a freaking stud, but he had injury problems. T-Mac never filled out because he had injury problems.
Do you remember T-Mac? T-Mac wasn't relevant for 6 years or 7 years or something like that, and you would think he's out of the NBA, but he was I forgot who he was with, but it was like he had like one of the highest contracts. It was like, what the fuck? He's still there. He played kind of a long career.
Yeah, he went Raptors. He went to the Raptors where him and Vince Carter are cousins. So him and Vince played together. They went to the Magic, and then the Rockets, then like the Knicks, and then like the Spurs. He started jumping around towards the end. Him and Yao Ming, they just couldn't stay. They couldn't stay healthy. Yao Ming's a big fucker, dude. He's the biggest Asian ever,
dude. Like, you ever see that picture of, like, it's him, Shaq, and then Kevin Hart? Like, Shaq to Kevin Hart is, like, a 4 times difference. But it's like...
Shaq is so big.
Yao Ming to Shaq, like, dude, he's, like, what, like a good 6 inches taller than him or something like that? He's fucking huge, dude.
Dude, when I was younger, I used to love watching Rockets versus Lakers. You know, I always loved seeing, like, prime Shaq bang it out with freaking Yao Ming down low. Yao Ming was good. People like he could hit mid range and everything. He's a huge guy, like
do you know who I
big ass body.
Rumbling? Arvydas Sabonis and Shaq going at it.
Oh, dude, Portland got Arvydas way too late. They got it way too late in his career. He was so good, and that's freaking.
Yeah, I was watching that Western Conference Finals, watching them go at it, dude. Arvydas, man, what is he, Latvia or Yugoslavia? One of those places, but he's that thick, you know, like Russian fucking body. Like he's gonna
just passes.
He's gonna fucking throw some fucking elbows down low, you know.
Oh yeah, he's got a shiv like in his freaking hand, dude. Just pop it out. Hit. Okay, back to that Pistons team that we were talking to, the champions. After that year in 2003, they literally had a chance to get Carmelo. And they took freaking Darko Milanic at number 3 instead of taking Carmelo. Or they took Darko at number 2. And then Nuggets got Carmelo at 3. Darko's not in the league. They could have had... Dude, that Pistons team, if that good-ass Pistons team's drafted Carmelo, Carmelo would have for sure had some rings right now. For sure 1. I don't know about 2, but for sure 1. Who do you got, Curry or Iverson?
You know,
I got all the freaking NBA Twitter nerds that were coming at me because I was like, dude, I'll still take Allen Iverson over Steph Curry. Steph Curry's so good.
I'm gonna say Steph Curry just because he has a championship experience and what is he at 3 championships? Is it 3?
Yeah.
And, well, it's like Iverson, he'd been to championship once. Yeah, he
went against Kobe and Shaq, and he had... Allen Iverson had a shit team.
I know. He's with the 76ers. He took them to the championship.
No one else scored on that team. Aaron Snow, maybe Aaron McKee, Eric Snow. Those guys could have scored. I think they had Mutombo, Defensive Player of the Year. But, dude, Allen Iverson literally got at least one game on the Kobe and Shaq. Kobe and Shaq were not losing the 76ers. Like, that just wasn't happening. But, like, Iverson, with no team, literally led the 76ers all the way there. And these guys on Twitter, oh, dude, it was a weak East. Dude, the East has been weak. But still, he got them to the finals. Solo. Legit solo. Steph Curry has Clay, and he has Draymond. No matter what, those 3 guys will always be in the playoffs. They're so good together.
Dude, I hate Draymond.
But, dude, if Curry doesn't have Clay, Curry played 5 games this year. 1, bad leader. Curry, you had a sprained wrist, broken wrist, whatever you had. You could have been back and helped your team so much earlier, but instead, you say you're hurt, but instead you're on Instagram holding Aisha's fucking big ass up, dude, just carrying her. Oh, you can, and someone's like, oh, it's a lot different than picking up your girl and playing an NBA game. Shut up, bitch. He's a professional. This is his freaking job. He's holding up his... Aisha ain't no skinny girl. Aisha's a little fat, dude. Aisha's a little fat.
She's a thick build. Like
she's like a T. She's like a thick, like a THICC.
Yeah, and she's a thick girl. Like, if you're a thick girl as is, and if you let yourself go just a tad bit, dude, you're
fucked.
You're blowing up, bro. But
yeah, but Curry was 1-4 this year, and they had D'Angelo Russell had a freaking breakout year last year.
Dude, that's just a trade piece, dude.
Oh yeah,
he's
not
for
staying.
Sure, for sure, that's a trade piece. Curry's coming back, Clayton's coming back, but I haven't read any articles or whatnot, but
Klay Thompson can score 60 points on like 5 dribbles. Dude,
the NBA draft, how's that working out this year?
I don't know yet.
Like,
there hasn't been much talk about it yet. So
like that's interesting because like the Golden State Warriors, they're potentially going to get number 1, number 2, depending on how the lottery works out. But it's like, dude, like Clay, Curry coming back, then they're going to get a lottery pick. Like
they're talking NBA Finals in July.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude! I would love to see
No fans.
What,
So I think whatever the standings are right now.
Wouldn't the finals like be like on right now, or would it be over? Isn't it usually?
Yeah,
April?
yeah. Because like the other day was like 1 year after. They're like 1 year after when Dame Dada hit that 3 in Paul George's face. Suck it, PG-13.
Oh, man, that was so nasty.
That was so dirty. We were doing a podcast, watching it live, just on mute. Dude, that was freaking.
I've never
waved him off.
I was laying down. I've never had this experience in my life. I was literally laying down. I went from laying down to all the way up in the air, like a couple of feet. Like I jumped up from my laying down position and started screaming, dude. It was fucking probably one of the most exciting moments of my life.
Dude, and that was watching TV. I remember I was watching with a bunch of friends when Dame beat Houston and Chandler Parsons' face hit that 3.
Oh, man.
But I was at...
I'm the man. The man.
I was at, back, I think, Brandon Roy's, one of his last years. I was at the game when he hit... it was just a regular season game, like the 4th game in, but he hit a game winner against the Rockets from like a couple steps. Like Dame Lillard's regular shots now. But dude, Brandon Roy hits a shot, and like being at the game during a game winner, everyone's like, "Holy shit, dude!" Like deep ass shot, swish.
Dude, Dame Dollar's step back 3, bro. Always a swish.
It's so quick too. It's so fast.
Swish. Every time he's take a step back 3, I'm always like, "It's going in, dude."
If you like all the guards in the NBA now, if you want to be like top dog guard, you have to have a step back in your game. Like Luka, look at Luka's big ass point guard, and he still has that step back and hits those 3s. That's his signature. But Dame's step back is nasty.
Luka's like...
I like Luka.
You know how like some people...
I hate that number though.
He's just a basketball player, you know? Like some people are just gifted. Like they're just meant to play that sport. That's what Luka is.
Yeah, I got a Galaxy Opal Luka Diamond. Luka Doncic on NBA, my team. So good.
Yeah, LeBron, dude. Let's talk about LeBron.
Oh,
championship, yay or nay?
No.
Dude, if they do run it back, dude, I want to see LeBron championship.
Why the hell do we know every NBA player that's gotten the coronavirus, but the Lakers didn't release no names? They said they had 2 players who got the corona. You know LeBron got it. You know LeBron got it, dude. That's why they're not saying shit.
How's LeBron's social media been? Has he been quiet?
I don't know.
If he's quiet, if he's quiet, he fucking has it.
Oh yeah. No, I don't think it's been quiet. I think he posts like workout vids and shit. But I don't really stalk people on Instagram like at all, so I don't.
Yeah, it's not like you randomly think about somebody. Oh, I'm gonna check their Instagram.
I know. You know? Dude, I check. I think Tom Hanks' Instagram is the only one that I check. Make sure he's still alive.
Dude, Tom Hanks is a fucking NFL fan, bro. He always talks about NFL.
Tom Hanks is dead, dude.
Is he?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Oh man,
been a lot of weird shit going on with
you ever
Tom
watch
Hanks.
Peyton's Places?
No, I haven't, but I think Peyton
Manning's a pretty funny guy.
kind of annoys me like when I watch him.
I think he's pretty funny. Like there's like he went to where they make footballs. And so like they ran him through the course of how to make a football, and then like the lady was like, "Oh yeah, I make every kind of balls, like volleyballs and whatnot." And then he was like, "Oh yeah, did you make Wilson from Castaway? You know, the little beach volleyball?" I don't know. I thought that was funny. Kind of
They make footballs.
Stupid little joke, but you know those stupid little jokes that make you laugh.
We're talking about the NBA and playoffs. No man, I think the Clippers are gonna win it, dude.
Who? The Clippers?
Yeah. Dude, Kawhi Leonard.
Dude, Kawhi Leonard.
Playoff Kawhi? Playoff Kawhi? Terminator Kawhi?
Do you remember that shot he made?
Against 76ers? Such a bullshit. Such a bullshit. That's like Joel Embiid, like when Joel Embiid is on, unstoppable. But dude, he needs to grow the fuck up and get some Jordan mentality. Like he's always like, ooh, fucking big guy joking around and shit. Dude, He is huge. Joel Embiid is a big boy.
I think he just tries too hard and then he gets like secretly hurt, you know?
I know it doesn't help that Ben Simmons just refuses. Is Ben Simmons Kendall Jenner's ex?
I went through
I'm pretty sure Ben Simmons was Kendall's ex.
one of her exes. I didn't know how many people she dated, dude.
Oh, dude, those chicken heads, they go for all the athletes. And look what happens to the athletes after they date a Jenner or a Kardashian. They put a curse on them. The Kardashians and Jenners are witches. Like, Lamar Odom pretty much tried to kill himself with strippers, cocaine, and boner pills after getting married to Chloe.
Dude, can you imagine?
Chris Humphries.
Can you imagine how many times he like got a hand job in that fucking brothel? Like, cocaine and Viagra. Like,
What are you talking about? Hand job, dude. That's the dumbest shit ever. Yo, he's just in there, hand job only, please.
I don't know, bro. Like, I'm just saying, like,
He was in there full Wolf of Wall Street, like straw in her asshole, getting that coke.
every 30 minutes, bro. He every 30 minutes.
He was in there trying to kill himself. But like, look at Blake Griffin.
Dude, I bet you anything, he was like in a trance. Like, he didn't know what the fuck was going on. He just kept doing drugs, and then out of nowhere, like, it just boom, you're passed out.
Clear.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Clear. That's perfect. Yeah, ambulance. What the fuck happened? You know, I think that was when Chloe was dating Harden. And
Yeah,
like,
dude.
and then Chloe.
Harden loves his strippers, dude. James Harden loves his strippers.
Yeah, I remember she went and visited him, and she was like, I still love you. Like, and this was like live TV, and then it's like James Harden's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm dating you right now.
Those women are a stain on our youth, on our young females of this world. The Kardashians and the Jenners are a stain on their psyches, dude. Those girls, and so Kendall Jenner's tweet
Dude.
was like, "Y'all act as if I'm not in control of where I throw this coochie."
Dude.
Like, dude, when Devin Booker shows up with his 16-inch fucking horse cock.
Kendall Jenner has literally dated like 4 basketball players.
Yeah, and she goes for like the light skinned.
Like
Blake
Blake
Griffin,
Griffin.
Ben Simmons, Horsecock Booker.
She also dated Jordan Clarkson.
Oh, really? And
Yeah.
he's a little
But
light skinned. She only goes for the light skin.
But she also had like, there was Biebs, and then there was the Jonas. Like, she
grew up.
ASAP Rocky. I don't know what the fuck that was. Like, that was out of nowhere. I
Dude,
feel like that's a little like
Kris
out of
Jenner.
nowhere.
Kris Jenner is a pimp. Or what do they call the female?
Bruce. Caitlyn.
Chris is the mom.
Oh, the mom.
What do they call like the head bitch at the brothels? There's a name for that. There's the pimp, and then there's the head bitch that's in charge of all the escorts, the fine young women in there.
That's my bitch.
Yeah. I think Kris Jenner just pimps out all her daughters.
Dude, probably.
And then puts curses on all their
Dude,
boyfriends. And
Ever since the Rob Kardashian split, she has to sell her daughters to cover their fucking financial needs. Like, they're nothing without their fucking sport love interests, like Lamar, fucking James.
they do athletes and rappers.
Dude, you know what?
Strictly athletes and rappers. Look what happened to Kanye.
You know what? I'm happy that none of those Kardashian girls or Jenner girls dated any NFL. Can you imagine them being the NFL like stands? Like, I don't want to fucking have to be like the camera pointing to them. It's like, bitch, like, I want to watch this fucking football game. I don't care about the stupid Kardashians. You know how they do it, like when Ben Simmons was dating her. It's like, why the
Jessica Simpson.
Yeah, I don't fucking. Oh yeah, Jessica Simpson.
She was a hottie back in the day.
I want to see those like classic actors. Jack Nicholson, L.A. Did you know like he's been going there since like the 80s, bro? Like, I was watching the Celtics versus
We had Spike
LA.
Lee. Super fans. But Jack Nicholson, yeah. Always at Laker
Rocking
games.
those shades.
Do you know how much those fucking seats are? Do you know how stupid of a place Los Angeles is? Like, if you're not making $200,000 a year, what the fuck do you live in Los Angeles for?
Yeah, dude.
You got people in California in general, like Redding. Hey, I'm in the country in California, freaking the farmlands, all that shit. Redding, California, that's just nice. Downtown, like
Golden Hills, bro.
yeah, dude. San Francisco, like San Diego's very nice.
Never
like,
been. I always wanted to.
San Diego.
That's like Mexico, dude.
San Diego's nice. But like San Francisco, you just got bums with iPhones shitting in the streets, like eating their own shit. Like everything's expensive in California. Like, what's your little, just because your Instagram bio says, oh, San Jose, California, that's where you're from.
Dude,
I hate that place.
I was actually just thinking about that because I forgot what the price was, but it's like, imagine if you had front row seats, courtside seats, season tickets, and then it's like the Lakers. That's a good investment because they're gonna be in the fucking championship a lot. Like you sell one of those courtside seat tickets. I forgot what it was going. I want to say it was like $100,000. Imagine that, dude.
Oh yeah,
dude. Finals.
there's a little LeBron. The Lakers back to the playoffs.
Miami Heat. Like when that's such
He's
a good.
my second favorite team.
Like if Portland could get on that fucking run, like I want to make that investment, courtside seat tickets, but I don't think.
But no, dude, let's do a package. We could do a package. We could do like you either do a season package.
But I'm saying, like, imagine like if Portland ever went on like that Golden State run, like they're going to the championship. You're gonna be making money off those fucking tickets.
Well, hey man, I think like Dame gets better every single year. And he's 28 years old right now.
I think he's like 29, about to turn 30.
He's got about 4 more years. He's got about 4 more years before he starts slowing down.
Yeah, I think Dame's gonna be on fire to his 35. What's LeBron at? 35, 34, 35?
35.
When is LeBron gonna start slowing down? Like
When he stops taking that freaking vibranium.
that-
He's on the sauce, dude. LeBron is on the sauce.
dude, like, do you see that Tristan Thompson interview where he was talking about LeBron? Like, you would think like he has the most crazy nutrition and whatnot. But it's like coming in from like to the finals game, he's like, oh yeah, I had like 2 Big Macs and whatnot or something. It wasn't Big Macs.
It's something like LeBron pays like 15.
like
LeBron is. I remember reading an article. Is LeBron paid like 1.5 million a year on like a nutritionalist, aka my steroid dealer.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what that is. What do you think that the TB12 factory is? You think Alex Guerrero is just shooting beats into freaking Tom Brady's body? Oh man, they got some sauce. They got some special sauce, dude. You
I
have
don't
that
know.
much money.
Do you think Tom Brady has lasted this long because New England's been protecting him this long? I mean,
Yeah, dude. I think if Bill Belichick wanted him out, Bill Belichick
Bill Belichick's
would have subbed in like a third string tackle.
remember,
Good luck.
Like, remember Brady back in the day, like the Brady rule when he got injured? Like, that was like
The tuck rule?
Fuck the tuck rule, but the Brady rule. Like, he got injured and he was out the rest of the season. Matt Castle
year.
But
11-5 Matt Castle.
That was the last year that he actually like really got hurt. And so it's like, I think that moment Bill Belichick's like, well, fuck, dude, we're gonna fucking be protecting him, like full blown protecting him. And that was like 10 years ago or something like that. I think like he's still playing is because Tom Brady's still fresh. Like compared to Peyton Manning, dude, Peyton Manning had that.
Peyton Manning had.
He had that neck injury, dude. That affected his throw motion so bad. Like, do you remember in the Broncos? Like, he was still throwing it, but how slow it was.
Oh no! Hey, Cuzzy, Zabil? What happened? Remember when his wife's supplements came in the mail, or when the HGH came to his house and Peyton's like, no, that was for my wife. Hey, after that, Peyton played one more good year, won a Super Bowl, and then fell the fuck off after that.
NFL only tests 6 months out of the year.
Dude, I bet Peyton failed. I bet Peyton failed the test. This is a conspiracy right here. I bet Peyton failed the test, and Peyton was like, hey,
I'm a fucking white quarterback. What do you want from me?
No. Peyton's like, let me play one more year. Let me play one more year, win a Super Bowl, and I'm out, and I'm in the booth. Okay, I'm going to look up Vegas odds for Patriots wins. I see a lot of people throwing out like 4 and 12s out there. And I'm like, dude, look at every year. Look at what Bill Belichick did. Every year, Brady was either hurt or suspended. Matt Castle literally went and signed a fatty contract for playing one good year.
Matt Castle is fucking
You think that Bill Belichick
terrible.
Doesn't hear all this talk about how, is it Brady or Belichick? Brady or Belichick? You think that Tom Brady doesn't want to just, okay, I got this freaking boy Stidham over here.
No, to tell you the truth, I don't think Bill Belichick even Well, obviously he doesn't have like Twitter and whatnot, but like he probably doesn't even like care about any of those because he doesn't see it. Like, you know, like me, like
I think Bill sees everything.
I don't know. I'm constantly like always Googling the Raiders and I see all these stupid mock drafts and all these like stupid analysts saying they're going to take a quarterback and whatnot. But I mean, Bill has a fucking life, a whole Super Bowl team to look after, dude. Like he's not looking at those articles. You know, like people don't know shit. Like he's won 6 Super Bowls, right?
Yeah. No. Well, he has 6 with the Patriots, 2 in New York.
And I think
That was it.
Yeah.
I think that was it. Yeah. Did terrible at Cleveland. Dude, Bill Belichick's so good. And yeah, he cheats. Dude, every coach is trying to figure out a way how to cheat.
Did you see how the Browns fired Bill Belichick? Like he took them to like they were 10-6, went in playoffs, they lost, and then the next year they were like 5 games or something like that, and then they just announced that they were moving to Baltimore, like the Baltimore Ravens, and they just fired Bill. They didn't even like tell Bill Belichick. They said they're going to Baltimore, and then out of nowhere they're like, "You're fired." And so it's like he just went back to Bill Parcells, and
it's a cold game, dude. It's a cold game.
But did you see how fucking Bill Parcells, when they were both with the Jets, and like Bill Parcells didn't want Bill Belichick to go to the Patriots because how much Parcells hated the Patriots. So like right when the Patriots fired Pete Carroll, Bill Parcells.
I always forget that Pete Carroll was their coach before.
They fired Pete Carroll, and then Bill Parcells fucking didn't want Bill Belichick to go get that job. So he resigned as the New York Jets head coach, and he's just going to be like the players of operation so Bill Belichick can take his spot. Bill Belichick was like, fuck that, dude. He went interviewed for the Patriots job, got it. Now look at this 6 Super Bowls later. Like, fuck, dude. Imagine if he stayed with the Jets. He was the head coach of the Jets.
Who was the next coach close to his tenure? Marvin Lewis?
Like, with the one team?
Yeah. Marvin Lewis was there for like 16 years.
Marvin Lewis, that guy, you got to respect that guy. That guy was like, you know, he was on the freaking, on the hot seat for the longest time.
Every year, people were like, "How the hell does this guy still have a job?"
And they always start like 4 and something, and then he just pulls it out of his ass. 8 and 8 seasons, and then Paul Brown or whoever the owner is like, you know what? Fuck it, another extension, and it's like it kept going on until like 5 years, and then finally they're like, all right, get the fuck out of here, like finally, bro, like, but I don't know how good Zach Taylor is, but I mean, I think
we're gonna find out. Yeah. We're gonna find out. Where did Joe Brady go? He had like a good job somewhere.
The Giant, Carolina. You're talking about LSU offensive player.
Yeah, dude.
Carolina.
Why didn't Cincinnati try to make a move on him? Cincinnati knew that they were going to get the first pick. Bring in, why not bring in?
I know.
Not bring in the Zach Taylor's probably like, I want to call the shots.
They should have. Yeah, I actually thought about that too. But I mean, he's going to Carolina. We'll see how that fits Teddy Bridgewater. I think Carolina's will probably win 5 games.
You think only 5? Teddy, well, yeah, I mean, Teddy won, 6 with the Saints?
They took severe hits.
Holy shit, a cat was in here all the time?
No, I think, where did that cat come from? Was he sleeping?
Yeah, just chilling up there.
But, yeah, their defense took a lot of hits. They couldn't sign Bradbury. Maybe they just let him walk. Maybe they have depth at corner. Kuechly retired, you know. I mean, I think their D line is stacked. Brian Burns, he's off the edge. He's a solid playmaker. And then they just drafted Brown. Brown's a fucking big boy. He's gonna eat that middle D tackle out of Auburn.
Oh yeah, and they Robbie Anderson, a little speedster.
Yeah, Robbie's all right. He's a good number 2.
Who's their number 1 over there?
I think DJ Moore is gonna be
DJ Moore. Yeah. DJ Moore's good.
Curtis Samuel, is that his name? Ohio State, plays with the Panthers. I thought he was actually a pretty good receiver. I think they just cut him. I'm not sure what that was about because I thought he was
their
pretty
speedster
good.
Too, but I think
they
probably like
good.
Robbie better.
Maybe
Robbie's gonna fill that role.
Curtis Samuel is pretty good. Drag routes, you know, he could turn a play into something.
Yeah. Okay. One of the last things before we wrap this up. If you guys haven't looked up, so the Pentagon releases some UFO footage. And it's just not getting any coverage because everyone is freaking obsessed with the corona and Trump. Like, and drinking Lysol and drinking Clorox and shit like that, injecting Clorox into your veins. Dude, it's like
Tide Pods.
No, yeah, Tide Pods. Everyone was eating Tide Pods, those stupid kids. No matter what Trump says, it just gets turned into some crazy shit. But the Pentagon released some UFO videos, and I'm going to play it right now. If you guys haven't looked at it, go check it out on YouTube.
What are you turning into Tom DeLonge over here, dude?
Look at Tom DeLonge, dude. Tom DeLonge's a little spook, dude.
Dude, you know what's crazy? Like, I seen his Joe Rogan podcast because everybody was talking shit about him and whatnot. But, like, what he talks about, like, his business and, like, his website. And everything is true. Like, if you go to his website and, like, the business and the thing he started, dude, like, he literally has, like, people, like, research, like, high up people that work with NASA and whatnot. Like, they're all working for him. It's kind of crazy.
Did you... Yeah, I remember I listened to the episode. Did you listen to the episode with Bob Lazar on Joe Rogan? Bob Lazar is this scientist who supposedly worked at Area 51, and he worked on one of these UFO ships. But everyone like discredits him and everything, but like his stories stayed the same. That's a freaking interesting episode. All right, guys. We're going to finish up this episode with some Word of the Week. Bringing this back. It's been a little while. We had a bunch of other crazy episodes. And before I give you guys Word of the Week, go check, if you guys haven't listened yet, go check out our last episode, the Bishop Larry Gators. He came on and dropped some freaking truth bombs again, talking about how COVID-19 was used by China for their plan of global domination. So go check that episode out. And today's Word of the Week is fishing in the dark. Do you have any idea what fishing in the dark might be?
Yeah, bro, 9mm.
With the 9mm spotlight. Fishing in the dark is laying on your back outside at night performing mutual masturbation with one of your friends. Fishing in the dark, babe. Me and Paul about to do it all the time.
Dutch rotor?
Well, something like that. You just lay down and we're just jacking off like next to each other.
Or in a bathtub. Not a bathtub.
A hot tub?
Hot tub, there you go.
If I get
South Park.
fuck the Jets. Zach Galifianakis style. And out cold.
Out cold.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for listening to the Roadhouse Podcast, most natural and unapologetic podcast in the world. If you're listening to this right now, go hit that subscribe button. Follow us across all social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We're pretty active on there. And check out our Patreon page. So if you guys would like to support the show, it's at patreon.com/Roadhouse Media. Go check that out. And we'll see you guys at the Roadhouse Party next week. Peace.